Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, spelled with a Y, and I'll be ranking every mainline Call of Duty game. Now there are a few that I haven't played, and there is good reason for why I haven't played them, and I'll give that reason later on in this video. But we'll start off with Call of Duty 1, where is it? It started the Call of Duty franchise, obviously. I haven't played the multiplayer, I just played the campaign, but I have played it start to finish, and honestly, not a bad start. It didn't really stand out that much. I mean, I was negative 1 years old when this game came out, so I can't really say from experience, but from what I've heard, it didn't stand out that much from the World War II games at the time, but it was still a great game that I enjoyed. Maybe one day I'll replay the campaign. So Call of Duty 2, a clear improvement. Everyone says how much graphically it was better. I think this is the first instance of Captain Price being in the franchise. I actually really liked the campaign, I liked it more than Call of Duty 1, and I can honestly recommend it. I once again haven't played the multiplayer, I just played the campaign, and that's what I'm ranking this from. Now, there are people who said that this game is absolute trash, or that is bad, or something. This is the first Call of Duty game that I have ever played. This is the first shooter that I have ever played. So I have a sentiment for this game, and obviously I just played the campaign and not the multiplayer, because I didn't care about the multiplayer as a kid. I was too scared of getting my ass kicked. Like, already back then, despite not knowing what multiplayer was like, I just assumed people would be really good at the game. So I never played it. So I think I'm gonna put this, I know many people put this at E, maybe even F. I think I put this at a C, because that nostalgia factor is just there, and yes, I'm gonna be counting that in. And shut up, this is my tier list. Now, okay, this is an obvious one. I don't think anyone expected anything below an A, but yeah, second Call of Duty I ever played. I actually played the multiplayer for this one, obviously. I even have a video where I played the multiplayer recently, but this is when I started really enjoying the franchise. Call of Duty 3 was like, yeah, it was a distraction, but Call of Duty 4, it was my favorite thing ever. I just loved it, and to this day I'd say the campaign is iconic and the multiplayer is fire. The next game will be Call of Duty World at War. I played this game much later than I played Call of Duty 4, but I still remember the day I bought it. I paid £3, and it was the best £3 I ever spent. It's straight A tier, gave us zombies, which wasn't even planned for this game. It was just a little side project, because one of the burnt soldiers sort of looked like a zombie, so it was like, maybe we'll add this, maybe we'll, like, I don't know, fuck around with it. And they did fuck around with it. They fucked around with it so good that they kept fucking around with it for the rest of the franchise. Next game will be the iconic Modern Warfare 2. Now, I've played very little of the multiplayer, which is what this game is mostly known for, but I mean, I think everyone can agree that the campaign was absolutely fucking incredible. And many people put this at S tier. I'm thinking A or B. A. It's got to be an A. Here we have the first Black Ops. Now, I played the multiplayer and I played the campaign, so it's absolutely amazing. And don't get me started on the zombies. I still remember the nights when I played Kino der Toten with my cousin. Absolutely magical, fantastic experience. S tier. Absolutely, I can't give it anything less than an S tier. The campaign was fantastic. A fantastic, well, quote-unquote beginning to the Black Ops franchise, because technically it went as back as World at War, but that's the technicalities. So far, Call of Duty is looking really good. Just the top 4 tiers and nothing less. Alright, let's see what's next. Modern Warfare 3, the super over-the-top campaign was fantastic. The multiplayer was addicting as hell. And I played some of the survival and all that fun stuff. So that was really nice. But I just don't remember this game having the same charm as World at War or Modern Warfare 2. So maybe B, maybe A, I don't know, I haven't played it in a while. So maybe if I played it recently, I would have given it a different ranking, but right now I'm giving it a B. Okay, this is soaring to the top of the list. Fantastic campaign, fantastic zombies, and one of the greatest multiplayer modes in Call of Duty history. I don't think there are many people who will doubt me here, who will say that you're wrong. And yeah, I'm really glazing the franchise right now, but it honestly deserves it in my opinion, so far at least. Now, this is a game that I haven't played. I was honestly going to buy this game, but I asked my friends about it, what they think, and they said, no, it's ass, don't play it. And now I sort of regret it, because, you know, there are people who are nostalgic for this game, and while the graphics were really, like, washed out from what I've seen, and it all looks, like, really weird, and not really that good, kind of muddy, actually, I am interested in how I would enjoy it, because it honestly didn't look that bad. It had the fucking Snoop Dogg pack, which was a thing. Yeah, I'm sad that I wasn't a part of that. Advanced Warfare is another game I didn't play. My friend had at the time and he did recommend it, but yeah, I don't know, I just didn't ever feel like picking it up. Didn't feel the need for it. But it was the first of the extra Call of Duties, and after that we got Black Ops 3, my previous video. And in that video I already explained that the campaign was shite, the multiplayer was good, but the zombies were god tier. I mean, you can't beat custom zombies. That is literally unfair to fucking compare to any other Call of Duty zombies mode. Like, yeah, Infinite Warfare zombies was nice, Black Ops 2 was great, but you know, having a custom map that you can download is just another level, and for that alone I feel like giving it an S tier. But if I've got to take into consideration the multiplayer and the campaign, this is where it's ending up at B tier. Zombies was great, but I can't really carry the whole game because of one mode, since there's 3 of them. This is the most hated probably Call of Duty of all time, and to this day I don't know why. Okay, it was the next in the Jetpack Call of Duty series, so people were bored of it, they got sick of it. But, you know, I thought Infinity Ward should give this a go, and the campaign was actually fantastic. A breath of fresh air after this mess, but the campaign was fantastic. The zombies was really nice. I think that was the first time in Infinity Ward tried to make a zombies thing, and I played Spaceland quite a bit, so yeah, I really like this game. Giving it an A would be super controversial, but it would be great for the title or the thumbnail or whatever. I think I've also got to give it a B. Like, people would probably give it like a fucking E tier because they hate the supply drop weapons and everything. And yes, that was a bummer, but the campaign was just so emotional, and the zombies was fun as hell. And here we have what many people called a return to the roots, boots on the ground. Just the term, the phrase boots on the ground, just made everyone fucking splash their pants with jizz. This was the fucking godsend when everyone heard that the next game was going to be a World War II game, and I also was very excited. In fact, this was one of the few Call of Duty games that I was just really excited for. And once again, campaign, fantastic. I like people have their own opinions about the campaign, its ups and downs. But I thought it was like really inspiring. I thought it was, yes, generic. It was the most generic brotherhood story you could probably ever tell. But it was still nice. There was still sacrifice. There was still brotherhood. There was still war and the horrors of it. And it was trying to be like its older brother, but it ended up, I don't know, kind of failing there. The multiplayer was whatever, the faction system or whatever it was called was weird. And the zombies, people shit on the zombies, but I mean, I like the grotesque and horror vibe of it, so I don't really mind it. I think it's going to be either a B or a C, I can't quite tell. Yeah, it's going to be a B for me. I'm just ranking these games very highly, as you can see. And next we had Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I wasn't expecting there to be a 4th installment to the franchise. I thought they were just gonna keep it to 3s and everything, but no, they made Black Ops 4, and the multiplayer, I hated it. I really didn't like it. It felt like some sort of fucking Overwatch hero shooter. Like, their presentation was nice, I liked the graphics, I liked the art style. And the zombies was actually quite nice, it wasn't that bad. And the campaign, well, guess what? There was no fucking campaign, because there was a Battle Royale mode, because every game had to have a Battle Royale mode then. This was the first Battle Royale mode Call of Duty made. If it was fucking hilarious to say that now. This game was definitely an E tier for me. I hated it, I didn't like it. Just, you say what you will about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, not my cup of tea, absolutely. And then we had the beginning of a new era. People said that apparently Modern Warfare 2019 run on a new engine, but if you search it up on Google, it's the same engine that Call of Duty used for other games, just heavily modified, even more modified than the previous versions. So the campaign was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. This game felt like it wanted to be a bit more realistic and tactical, almost like some sort of military sim, even though Call of Duty was never a military sim. It was just a badass whatever the fuck, right? But the campaign was back, thankfully, and it was great. The multiplayer, as sweaty as it was actually quite fun. I still boot up 2019 every now and again, but the Spec Ops was absolutely fucking laughable. Like, I'm not even joking. PlayStation had Spec Ops to themselves for an entire year, which is good because it was bad, so no one cared about it anyway. And yeah, I think that this game can be placed in the B tier because the campaign was fantastic. The multiplayer was good, it was nice, so it's 6 out of 10 I'd say. And the Spec Ops was laughable, just hilarious. And then came the Treyarch game, which I play to this day sort of frequently. People really talk about how great the zombies are, but honestly, zombies in this game in particular aren't really the greatest for me. It feels like they tried to mash zombies with multiplayer, and that just doesn't stick well. It just completely kind of removes the vibe for me. I know there are many maps and modes in zombies, and that's a more developed mode now, but I sort of preferred it when it was simple, like in Black Ops 3. The multiplayer, awesome. It's still fun, I still play it. The campaign was unique, like you made your own character. It was almost like some sort of role-playing game in a way, and you could finish certain missions in a certain way. You could even unlock missions if you collected enough intel and had a massive fucking brain. So I think this game is better than Modern Warfare, and I'm putting it in A tier. It's probably the best of the recent Call of Duties, I've got to say, which kind of spoils the the rest of the games. But then again, it's kind of weird for me to say that, considering the rest of these games I have not. Okay, I played Warzone and I played Warzone 2. Don't know why there are 3 Warzones. Is it showing like the 3 versions of Warzone? I don't know, whatever. Next was Vanguard. Didn't play it, but if I would, then I would probably put it in utter shit from what I saw. The multiplayer was bad and the campaign was even worse. Then came Modern Warfare 2, which I sort of wanted to buy because I wanted to see the continuation of this game's campaign. So if I played it, I'm assuming I'd put it here or here, somewhere here, because apparently the multiplayer was also really good. I played some of the beta and I enjoyed it, but I didn't play it enough to give it like a fair rating. So I can't rate this game from what I've heard and from the beta alone, so I'm going to put it in the never played category. This is probably the most controversial game. Everyone either loves it or they fucking despise it. I think I'd be somewhere under lower middle, considering the campaign was laughable. It was literally a joke. Like it felt like an out of season's fucking April Fool's joke. So I never played, but if I did, I'd probably put it somewhere down here, next to Black Ops 4. I don't know enough about Warzone to know what's different between this and this. Like, I know there were different maps. I like the original map. Like, I played it with my friends a few times, but honestly I played like a maximum of 10 games before I got bored. So I guess that sort of says everything about this game. Like, it did have its appeal, and my friend really loved this game. He played a whole bunch. Every time I went to his house, he would boot up his PC and show me the newest class that he made, and we'd always joke about that and laugh and make fun of it, but it would be like in a wholesome, just stupid, funny way. But I don't know, since I didn't like it that much, I think I'd put it in D tier. And I've played one game of Warzone 2, and that was enough for me to not like it. And I don't know what difference is between this and this, but I'm just going to put it in the same tier because it's the same game, I guess. And yes, this, I'm going to even save it, download image, thank you. This was my tier list of all the Call of Duty games. I haven't played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, 3 of which are the most recent ones, but the rest I've played and mostly enjoyed. As you can see, there's nothing in the F tier. Maybe if I played this, it would be in the F tier, but who knows. This is my ranking. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, then tell me in the comments how much of a degenerate piece of shit I am and how I should do various things that involve the letters K, Y, and S. And I'll see you next video. Bye bye.